Thank you, Josh. And finally, this afternoon, we have Thomas Cho of the Cooperative Development Institute who will close us out.
Hi, everyone. We in Rhode Island are fortunate to have a team at Fuerza Laboral working to advance our economy. Legislation is critical to supporting innovation and risk-taking in our country. Legislation proposed today will drive innovation in Rhode Island and puts more people to work. And as most of you here know, co-ops do more than put people to work. One of the best examples of this is the cooperatively owned New Belgium Brewery company. They're an excellent example of a triple bottom line business, which is what I think cooperatives represent for us. New Belgium is frequently ranked as one of the best places to work in the United States. At one point, its waiting list for new hires was several years long due to such a high level of interest in their positions. Notably, New Belgium chose to build its second headquarters on an old brownfield site that was a former manufacturing site. They remediated the site and connected it to a local greenway, thereby creating a safe outdoor space for locals and visitors. So not only does New Belgium excel in the social and environmental aspects of the triple bottom line, but it has also been in the top 5 among American-owned breweries after, I think, Samuel Adams and Sierra Nevada. Many of you are probably familiar with their products. So not only can they be fun and desirable jobs, but as co-owners, workers have real skin in the game in the business's fortunes and risk-taking. As our colleague in Worcester pointed out, Mondragon was able to survive the 2008 recession because rather than laying people off, it was able to retrain and reskill people so people would not have to suffer the full brunt of the crisis in 2008. And this is possible because the workers have direct experience with many aspects of the company as well as having decision-making authority in that company. Along with our CDI board member Josh Daly, I'm very happy for the invitation today to support the proposal for legislation that supports incorporation of worker cooperatives in Rhode Island. As a technical assistance provider within the CDI's resident-owned community network, I work with communities and board of directors of manufactured home communities. These range in size from just a handful of homes to several hundred. I've seen firsthand what supportive legislation can do in Massachusetts for cooperatives. It's enabled a truly innovative sector within affordable housing, a sector that, while growing also in other states, is truly flourishing in Massachusetts because of this supportive legislation. Since the New England Resident-Owned Community Program began at the height of the downturn in 2009, Massachusetts has experienced the fastest growth in resident-owned communities in the country. We're proud to say that CDI has assisted the residents of more than 2,200 homes in purchasing their communities. Within the next 6 weeks, 2 new Massachusetts communities of 212 and 39 homes will become resident owners. The resident-owned community program is the only unsubsidized form of truly affordable housing. This work supports residents in securing their housing for the long term, rather than being at the mercy of landlord's preference. If a new investor-owner purchased and chose to close that manufactured home community, these affordable units will not be replaced. Quite the opposite, as most of our communities are rural or suburban, the community is likely to be replaced by a development that is less dense and more expensive. To highlight how critical and rare this affordable housing is for Massachusetts, a study from late 2015 performed by Northeastern University professor Barry Bluestone from the Boston Foundation found that the average 1,600 square foot apartment today costs $438,000 to build in the Boston area. And at present, a housing unit that's especially targeted, even for affordability, costs more than $200,000 per unit around Boston. Nationwide, the resident-owned community program has preserved over 10,000 affordable homes, and research shows these homes typically sell for 12% more per square foot than homes within a traditional investor-owned manufactured home community. The cooperative model is a win-win for residents, surrounding communities, and even owners who are paid a fair price at the time of sale and within a standard commercial time frame. Not one resident community has ever failed, not one has sold out, and not one has gone out of business or been foreclosed on. This growth would not have been possible without the passage of the 1993 bill that granted Massachusetts residents of manufactured home communities the right of first refusal. Presented by Senator Pacheco, this bill gave residents priority standing for the purchase of their community as long as they met the amount of a competitor's purchase offer. In addition to resident-owned communities, since the 1990s, CDI has worked with agricultural and seafood producer co-ops, worker cooperatives, and retiring business owners who choose to sell their business to their employees throughout New England and New York. the state of Maine has seen particularly strong co-op growth. Cooperatives have shown themselves time and again as learning organizations that are flexible and truly represent the American dream. I hope our representatives in Rhode Island will seize this opportunity to support this economic innovation. Thank you all, and muchísimas gracias a todos de Fuerza Laboral por desarrollar esta propuesta por nuestro estado.